Hey, what's going on, Fizz Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. As many of you know, we are currently smack in the middle of our 2024 Fall Flavor Series, which is usually our most popular series of the entire year. And for good reason, some of the most unique flavors we can find usually come out during this time of year. However, this week's flavor is going to be a little different from that. What we're trying this week is not technically a seasonal flavor. It's available all year round, and it's actually been around for a while. It's more of a regional flavor than a seasonal flavor. Let me explain. This is Crumb Cake Butter Pecan Cream Soda. It's brought to us by New Creation Soda Works. They are a craft soda manufacturer located in Bishop, Georgia. I found this on a recent vacation with my parents who actually live in Georgia. And as soon as I saw it, I thought to myself, I think I'm gonna cheat a little bit with the Fall Flavor Series this year. Because Butter Pecan is like a perfect fall flavor. So it made perfect sense to put it in the Fall Flavor Series. So let's go ahead and get right into the content that you guys are here to see. Let's go ahead and pop the top and give it the old sniff test. And just see how true to life this flavor actually is. I'm getting sort of like caramel notes out of this, almost like one of those Werther's candies that you see at like Dollar General. There's definitely a sweetness to it, and I do think it kind of has a very slight nuttiness to it, but that might be a little bit more of a placebo effect, given what the can is telling me that this is supposed to taste like. And I think that's really all the farther the sniff test is going to get me. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and grab our trusty glass with ice, give it the old pour, and let's get a look at this real quick before we actually try it. Okay, so some decent carbonation here. I'll stop before I overflow it, but definitely a very light, transparent sort of tan color here. Definitely the color I would expect from a butter pecan flavor. Like, it kind of does look almost like the color of melted butter. But Fizz Nation, we have smelled it, we have seen it. Now let's go ahead and toss it back and see what it tastes like. Here's to you. Oh, okay. All right. So from a flavor standpoint, this tastes very familiar, like something that we've tried on this channel this year. I think this is kind of reminding me of the flavor we got from Grandpa Joe's Bacon Soda. Card above my head in case you missed that review. Yeah, minus the light smoky flavor that I think we were getting out of that, this is kind of similar to that. I think I remember thinking that it had sort of like almost a butterscotch or caramel undertone to it, because of the sweetness and the pure cane sugar, which this also has. What I'm not really detecting is anything that's kind of buttery, which is what I would expect to find in a butter pecan flavor soda. It's definitely closer to a butterscotch or caramel flavor than just about anything else. I mean, it's sweet and it's light, and it definitely has a pretty pleasant flavor. Very interesting. Okay, so what do I think of Crumb Cake Butter Pecan Cream Soda? Well, it's definitely a cream soda, that's for sure. Like, it's definitely got that classic cream soda flavor riding as its base. And there is sort of like a caramel, kind of almost praline flavor that kind of dominates the mix. So, I mean, that in and of itself is pretty good. But there's a bit of a problem here. I'm not really detecting much in the area of butter pecan flavor here. Like, this doesn't taste buttery at all. And as far as any actual nuttiness to it, if it's in there, it's very faint. Like, to the point where I'm not quite sure if I'm actually detecting it or if that's just my brain telling me that it's there because the can told me it's supposed to be. Ultimately, what I'm getting with this is good, but not particularly unique. Like, I've had a handful of what you would say caramel flavored cream sodas before. They're all good, but not only does this not particularly stand out, it's not really giving me what it told me it was going to give me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good, it tastes good, but I've tasted something very similar to this before and recently. I mean, even last week when we talked about Hank's Caramel Apple Cream Soda, card above my head, like, even that had something special that stood out about it, where it was obviously a cream soda, but the flavors that it added were absolutely unique and special to the flavor itself. And I don't know, I'm just not getting that with this flavor. And unfortunately, that leaves me a bit underwhelmed here. So it's because of that I'm gonna go ahead and give crumb cake butter pecan cream soda 3 out of 5 sips. I just expected more than what I got. And as always, that is just my opinion. I would love to know yours. Have you ever heard of this brand? Have you tried it? Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. All right, Fizz Nation, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me this week. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button. It really helps us out more than you know. Seriously, the algorithm pays attention to that sort of thing. And if you want to see more content just like this, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you don't miss any notifications for future videos. I'm gonna get out of here and finish this up. You guys have an awesome week, and we will see you next time.